Hello guys, this is Dane. Welcome back to my channel. And thank you everybody for subscribing to this channel. And the title is Filipino Nurse Retires Home. And really, the Filipino Nurse Retires Home, I'm really kind of a little bit tired of that title. Actually, my husband thought of that at first when I started. But I want to change it, but I don't want to complicate things with YouTube about that. Okay, it might affect the subscription and so on, so I don't want any problem with that, because right now I still need about 1,000 watch hours to be monetized. But otherwise, I appreciate everything you do for me and all the comments. I really enjoy that, as well as please share. And if you have not subscribed, please do if you like my channel. Now today's topic is a different day. It's a day in my garden. It's a random topic. Okay, for the past 2 months I have not done too much of anything except for my garden. It's because it's been a very busy 2 months for me. Number one, my daughter graduated in UGA, that's University of Georgia, and we have to travel about 4 hours, no, 3 hours to go to her place. And she graduated actually with honors. And I'm gonna brag to you, regardless of what you're gonna say. Um, I'm not a bragger at all, but I'm gonna brag this time. She graduated with honors, and I wanna be very um, honest with you. She put herself um, basically in college with 100% tuition scholarship. She had two scholarships that really helped us very much. Okay, so we only had to cough out her board and lodging. In fact, she was working like extra as a waitress, and she makes a little bit of money doing that for the past 2 years. So but the tuition, she really saved us a lot of money on that. And now the after she before she graduated, she was offered another job by the uh, university to be a graduate assistant. So they're going to pay for her master's degree, plus she's gonna get a salary of 15,000 a year on top of that. And she's gonna work 3 days a week. And she told me she's gonna work another extra work, like a waitress again, in another job. So I said that she does not really have to do it, because we were prepared. But she said, no, mom, I'm gonna show you that I can do it. So I'm so glad. She is becoming really mature. She stayed with us here for about almost 2 months, not 2 months, about 2 weeks, because she had a nasal surgery. So I was her nurse, and she was a good patient. So that's basically it. And then she left yesterday, and I have a letdown feeling again. She seemed like she's a little girl again, with her cat with her, by the way, Astro. Now my plans actually is, I'm thinking about going back this coming August. All right, traveling in the Philippines or any part in the world this time is very complex, and the restrictions is too much. But I need to go back because I have a lot of legal papers that I need to do, and some stuff in the house. I really have to do that before we finally would retire, because my husband is gonna retire in 11 months, and I want everything prepared. So this August is my plan. Now, because of the restriction in the Philippines, I do not know the method, because they're a little bit complicated and weird. So I got a travel agent in the Philippines, based in the Philippines, who can help me out with the planning, the itinerary, and the ticketing. So my sister recommended her to me, because the husband, who is a Swiss, has used this to travel to Switzerland, and she's gonna follow the husband also. So she's gonna use the same travel agent. She's a reputable lady. So I gave her all my itinerary that I like and my preferences. So I still need quarantine when I get there. So far, based on the rules right now, even with the vaccination, okay, unless if you're vaccinated in the Philippines, if you're vaccinated outside the Philippines, you're still required to have 10 days um, quarantine in Manila. And then that's your expense, by the way. That's you're gonna have to pay for the hotel accommodation, and also you're gonna be tested, I think, on the 7th day, and then on the 10th day you can leave for your domestic flight. And then they're gonna use QR code, that's quarantine. I do not know what QRR is, but anyway, it's a quarantine code to get into the local government unit. For me, it's gonna be SAMAL, so I need that to go into this, to uh, the barrio. Now, for you to be given a pass going to your locality, you have to show proof that you own something there, like you have your own house there. It has to be under your name or under your spouse name. You probably need a marriage certificate to make sure that you're married to this title holder. So for me, it's in my name, my husband and I's name, so we have residency there. So I have a little bit few ownership or few properties that I own there that has my name, so I can get a QR code without any issue. And I have to have somebody to pick me up also from the airport, I think. So in the local government, okay, in the city where I'm going. Now, due to this, it's just too much. Normally, I do my research online, like my ticketing, but this time I really do not know where to start, honestly, because my issue is I don't even know what airlines are flying to the Philippines. So you have to expect a lot more expenses this time compared when we were traveling normally before the COVID. It had doubled because you have to have accommodation in the hotel, and you have to pay for all the testing, and so on and so forth. So you have to expect that the, the amount you're gonna have to carry has to be more this time, okay? Now, before you're gonna travel, you really have to have a purpose. You have to prepare yourself mentally, emotionally, and financially, okay? Just do not go there without any purpose, because you end up really stressed out. Before you get there, you're gonna have a heart attack, I think. So it's been a while for me, really. It took me a while to really convince myself that I need to go, but I really have to go because of those issues I have pointed out earlier. So otherwise, if you don't have to go, do not go. So that's my plan, and I'm going to, before I would have to make my flight, I would have to talk to you guys all those steps that I have to get, that I have to do, so that you will be, there's gonna be more like, it facilitates an easy travel, because you might get or um, denied international flight basically, or entry to the Philippines, which you do not want to happen to you, because that's really very expensive and stressful. Otherwise, thank you guys, and I hope you're gonna be safe and maintain, still maintain universal precautions, okay, dealing with this COVID. Okay, guys, and have a safe day, and God bless you. Thank you. Bye bye.